Our Constitution, written by our founders, is intended to protect us against a threat identical to Donald Trump, someone who seeks power at all costs to get more power.
All these pictures represent two things. One, America's in trouble. And two, I can make some pretty powerful statements when I need to. The Constitution is not question. It's the rule of law. It's the rights of the people. These pictures, this one, the constitutional law are not for the billionaires, but for the average everyday people. I'm part of that. But it actually is for the billionaires. And just because you may not got caught, Mr. Trump, you're in constitutional violations too. See, you're running a dangerous game of one-upsmanship with everything you're doing. I don't know who's going to vote for you come 2028, but I know I will not be voting for you. And I know that I will not allow a person who would deport a do not deport citizen who has applied for legal residence in the United States, and a secretary who would take it away just because of a co-ed message posted on a newspaper in a college. I won't be voting for you either. See, these are some of the consequences, Mr. President, of your actions and your behavior. And when the people who voted for you, hear this, they're going to be very upset with me. They're going to be upset because, one, they know I'm right, and they know that your secretaries of Defense, Homeland Security, the Justice Department, and the district attorneys are going to be infuriated by the fact that you're ignoring court orders and your attorneys are not holding up to their part of the Constitution. Because they're finding these loopholes, they think, when they're actually just mud holes that they're digging themselves into. And when you're out of office, Mr. Trump, and you're out of office, Miss Bondi, and you're out of office, Miss Nome, and you're out of office, Mr. Hegseth, and you're out of office, Mr. Rubio, there's going to be consequences for your actions. Your demonstration to the law of unconstitutional remarks, unconstitutional behavior will cost you. I don't have to tell people that because they already know that. All these pictures tell a big story. A $400 million plane, Mr. Trump? Really? We're already paying for your transportation to these events. We don't need that $400 million plane. And if your plane is in bad shape, then maybe you need to help the American people get back on their feet before you go accepting a $400 million plane that will become yours after you leave office, which, in my opinion, is a way to get favor with him by giving him a $400 million plane. I would much rather take $400 million in a cash and give it to every single American than take a plane that can be mine. See, the Emoluments Clause, there's a problem with it. This president doesn't care because he can't be touched, apparently, and neither can his cabinet. See, I know you guys are going to find this hard to believe, but there actually is Constitution, and it does apply. So this message, if it reaches you, Miss Leavitt, the press secretary, you might want to consider what you say on national television. Because what the president is saying is not the same as what you are saying. And there's proof. There's video evidence proving that he is violating the Constitution knowingly. When the Supreme Court has said to do something, he is not following it. Now, if it was us and we didn't follow the Constitution, we'd be arrested, tried, jailed, and probably wouldn't even be jailed in the United States because Pam Bondi's not following through with justice. She's overlooking due process and habeas corpus to send 200 and 300 people to El Salvador's Secot prison, where human rights violations go unanswered by that president, Bukele. So, for all the things that you think you're doing, you're not doing. You're signing the death warrant for 380 billion people, 340 billion people in America, if not more. Mr. President, your actions, your behavior, your contradictory behavior, your total lack of respect for the Constitution. If it was anybody else, we would be in jail. If it was anybody else, we wouldn't have that kind of support in the White House. If Joe Biden did the things you did, he would be impeached. But since you got a supermajority, I guess it makes it more believable. But, like other things, I'm going to say this. The Congress does carry the power of the purse. And in a way, when election comes here in 2026, your House could flip from Republican to Democrat. And there would be a big possibility that you might lose. But see, I'm not just going to thrash Republicans. I'm going to thrash the Democrats too, because they haven't done anything that they've said they're going to do. They're not helping America. They're taking big mega money from investors, billionaires, who don't want to be caught, like your friend, Elon Musk. And Mr. Musk, because you worked in the government, you are a prime target for apprehension. In my opinion, there's a top 10 list of people who need to be in a federal facility doing life in prison. There's nobody that's going to defend you because you don't have a defense. If you would have followed court orders, if you would have listened to Supreme Court judges and District Court judges and not continue to do what you've done, and Pam Bondi would have followed the law to the letter of the law and not abandon the Constitution to send 250 people back to their home countries and would have done justice here in America, you would not be the laughingstock of the country. We're not buying your story. And you're going to make a lot of people go hungry now, Mr. President. Congratulations on your efforts to create hunger in America. 340.1 billion people will go hungry because of your big, beautiful bill. And there's some more constitutional violations. See, you're racking them up like wildfires. But if this picture is not satisfactory, there's more out there that can be put up. I can find more pictures, and I can find more condemnation in D.C. of what you guys are not doing for the people.